Welcome back! Today we will journey into the complex character of Simon from William Golding's Lord of the Flies. In this lesson we will be examining the second of Simon's key characteristics, his insightful nature. Similar to Piggy, but with a focus on spiritual intelligence, Golding presents Simon as an insightful character. In this lesson, we will explore 3 examples of Simon's almost prophetic qualities, including his recognition of the true existence of the beast, his prediction of the boy's rescue, and, finally, recognizing the parachutist as the beast. Let's begin. Fairly early on in the novel, in Chapter 5, Simon timidly proposes a moral insight that suggests the boys should reflect upon themselves rather than searching the forest for a beast. He says,
"What I mean is, maybe it's only us."
This simple but profound statement indicates that the real danger lies within the boys themselves, hinting that the evil and chaos they fear are actually part of their own human nature. Golding's authorial voice peeks through Simon's timid voice. This moral insight of Simon's is perhaps the crux of the entire novel, the idea that the beast and darkness exist inside every person. However, like many prophets and oracles in literature, Simon's wisdom is quickly dismissed. Piggy, a character that often represents rationality and intellect, profanely exclaims, "Nuts!" in disbelief at Simon's wise insight, showing how difficult it is for the boys to come to terms with the darkness within themselves. Through Simon, Golding introduces the idea that the real monster is not an external force, but the boys' own inner savagery. Secondly, Golding frequently illustrates how Simon, though misunderstood by the other boys, often provides valuable insights and predictions that ultimately become reality. This is particularly evident in Chapter 7, where Simon comforts Ralph by saying he will get rescued.
"You'll get back all right." I think so, anyway.
Following this, the narrative notes that some of the strain had gone from Ralph's body. He glanced at the sea and then smiled bitterly at Simon. While it may initially appear that Simon is merely trying to comfort Ralph, his choice of words, "I think so anyway," suggests that Simon often generates insights that others cannot. As we have seen throughout the narrative, Simon's thoughtful nature often leads him to a deeper level of understanding and insight about their situation. In retrospect, we can confirm Simon's prediction as correct, indicating a sort of prophetic ability. Thus, Simon's character serves as a vehicle for Golding to hint at future events in the novel, further emphasizing Simon's distinguishing ability for reflection, foresight, and moral insight. Finally, Simon is the only boy in the novel who realizes the boy's mistake of the dead parachutist for a beast. We see this in Chapter 9. He crawled forward and soon he understood. The tangle of lines showed him the mechanics of this parody. He examined the white nasal bones, the teeth, the colors of corruption. He saw how pitilessly the layers of rubber and canvas held together the poor body that should be rotting away. With immense courage, Simon decides to investigate the supposed beast alone, to bring his findings back to the others. The semantic field of sight and revelation, understood, showed, examined, saw, underpins the grisly description of the sight of the parachutist's corpse, and emphasizes how Simon has been able to see beyond the myth of the beast and gain insight into its reality. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson, students. We delved into the insightful nature of Simon in Lord of the Flies. We examined his profound moral insight that the true beast lies within the boys themselves, a concept dismissed by his peers. Simon's foresight, demonstrated through his comforting yet prophetic words to Ralph, further illustrates his unique understanding of their situation. Lastly, Simon's discovery of the true identity of the beast showcases his courage and perceptiveness. Through these examples, we see how Simon's spiritual intelligence and almost prophetic qualities set him apart, highlighting his role as a beacon of truth and morality amidst the chaos on the island. Remember to keep revising this lesson and see you next time.